Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Fudil Omar Batam. I'm from 7B, and on this occasion, I'd like to do a robotic tutorial on microbit. Before we get started, let's dive deeper into microbit. So, before we get started, we have to know what's a microbit. Well, microbit is a tiny pocket-sized computer with 5 times 5 LEDs. It's produced by the British Broadcasting Corporation. And of course, because microbit is something that you have to code because it's something that's manufactured to help kids study coding. As mentioned earlier in the previous slide, you need a place to code your microbit. As for microbit, you can code it in the Make Code website. And because microbit is a physical item, you might think that you need a physical microbit to actually utilize it. But actually, to utilize a microbit, you can use either both of them. If you don't have a microbit, you can try to use the digital version, but it will only be accessible in the MakeCode website. So the disadvantage that you have if you're using the digital microbit is that you're not gonna be able to use collaboration things that you can use with microbit. For example, you can't do the Scratch project with microbit because you don't have a physical one. But if you have a physical one, you can connect your microbit to Scratch to make something in Scratch. So, without further ado, let's continue and try. So, before we try, let's set here. Go to makecode.microbit.org, as you can see here. Then this is the dashboard. If you're already logged in here, I'm logged in here, as you can see. So this is what the dashboard looks like. There's projects, tutorials. But now, let's get to a project. So go to My Projects, click New Projects, and give it something like a name. Now it'll look like this. This is the coding screen. So here's our microbit right here, as you can see, with on start and forever. So today I'm gonna teach you how to do calculations, aka math, in microbit. Okay, so first things first, let's try to understand all of these things. So basic is for basic things. Input is like the thing that you use to activate your command. Music is music, LED. Then you have a few more here. But here we're just gonna use basic variables and math. So let's just delete this because we're not gonna need it. And also input. So first, before we actually start doing the actual thing, we need to make 3 variables. So click on variable, make a variable. You can name it anything, but I'm just gonna name it straightforward so that you're not gonna get confused. So you're gonna make a result, first digit and second digit variable. So first, we have to get to the input. Click on input and choose anything you want. So I'm gonna go and choose on button A plus B pressed.
Okay, time is over.
Then go to set first digit
Thank you.
2 and then go to math. Go to this. Then I'm gonna add 5 plus 5. duplicate it and change it to second digit. Now we're gonna make it even more complicated by making it 10 plus 7. Then click on result and set
I
result
will dismiss
to
7C.
to math here. For the result you have to make it plus. Go to variables and you can see there's this version. Go to first digit and then put first digit and second digit together. So this is what it will look like. And before we get further to showing the number, we have to know what the result is gonna be. So let's go and open a calculator. So as you can see here, the first one is 5 times 5. 5 plus 5, I'm sorry. So it's 10. Then 7 times 10 plus 10, because 70 plus 10, 80. So now let's go and see if it's correct. Show number result. Click on this and boom. Nothing's going on? Yes, because I set the code to A plus B. And on the physical thing, you'd have to click both of them and be at the same time. But because this is the digital version and you're not gonna be able to do that because you only have one cursor, so you're grounded this button here, and if you click it, it shows 80. So I guess that's all for my tutorial. Thank you for your time and thank you for watching. Apologies if I have plenty of mistakes during my tutorial. Whatever I know whatever that comes from me. Enjoy that. That's all from me. Umar time now. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.